Molding Flexible Minds Through Gymnastics Assessments, a video journal by Regan Teixeira
and Presutti. The purpose of gymnastics in elementary school physical education is to improve students' body awareness, muscular control, balance, strength, and agility. In a sense, the body becomes the object of manipulation. As students explore what their bodies can do, they develop a capacity for more effective and efficient movement.
The overall purpose of assessment is so that teachers can identify areas of weakness, either with individuals or small and whole groups. The results of these assessments are what drive a good teacher's instruction. The assessment will provide students with motivation to improve body awareness, muscular control, balance, strength, and agility. The intent is for an assessment to promote subsequent goal setting and continued improvement. It should be comprised of components that inform both the teacher and the students about the nature of any execution errors.
This is our 15-day block plan in our gymnastic unit. On day 4, we'll be doing a self-assessment in the health-related fitness domain. On day 8, we'll be doing a peer assessment in the psychomotor domain. On day 10, a self-assessment in the cognitive domain. On day 13, a teacher assessment in the affective domain. This is our assessment for learning. This is our self-assessment in the health-related fitness domain. This domain deals with cardiovascular and physical health. The student will be able to run 2 laps around the track with a heart monitor strapped around their chest in order to raise their heart rate to 60% of their maximum heart rate. We used Rich as our subject. This is our 4-point rubric for the health-related fitness domain. Our target is that we want students to be able to reach 60% of their maximum heart rate. There's a formula down below that allows students to figure out what percentage of their maximum heart rate they have reached.
It's all mathematics. Mighty most it's simple mathematics. Check it out.
Our student Rich Girdler right now is wearing a heart monitor, and he will be running 2 laps around the track as a fitness assessment prior to our gymnastics teach. Go ahead, Rich.
Can't keep running away. Can't keep running away.
This is an assessment for learning. This is the psychomotor domain. This domain focuses on performing sequences of motor activities to a specified level of accuracy, smoothness, rapidity, or force. The objective is the students will be able to perform 3 out of the 4 cues for each roll. They will be doing both the forward and backward roll. The forward roll cues are place hands, tuck chin, tip forward, and keep tight. The backward roll cues are squat, tuck chin, hands up, and roll back. This is the rubric for our psychomotor domain. The objective is for students to be able to complete at least 3 out of the 4 cues while being observed during a peer assessment. The 4-point rubric goes as follows. 4, being exceptional, which students should be able to execute all 4 cues. 3, being the target, which students should be able to execute 3 out of the 4 cues. 2, below average, students should execute 2 out of the 4 cues. And 1, being poor, students execute 0 to 1 cues. Okay, so this is our psychomotor assessment for the forward and backward roll. Rich will first start off by doing the forward roll, and the cues for that are to 1, place the hands, 2, tuck the chin. He will be using his card to help keep his chin tucked, and then he's going to tip forward, and then he's going to keep a tight body. And Taylor will be spotting him.
Heads just flipping like acrobats on gym mats.
And this is the backward roll. The cues for this are to squat, tuck the chin, again using his card, hands up, holding your pizza box, and then he's going to roll back. And Taylor will again be spotting.
Flipping like an acrobat.
In the mind.
This is an assessment of learning. This is our self-assessment in the cognitive domain. This domain focuses on intellectual skills. Students will build a sequence using one of each of the facets of gymnastics: rolls, balances, and inverted balances, which will be performed by Sean and Nick. Our objective is that the student will be able to select a roll or balance by circling on the rubric and accurately demonstrating one roll, one balance, one inverted balance, and perform the sequence with minimal error. This is our self-assessment rubric for the cognitive domain. The students will choose one from each column. For rolls, they can choose a forward roll, backward roll, log roll, or an egg roll. For balances, they can choose a V-sit, an arabesque, a front scale, or a 4-point balance. For inverted balances, they can choose a handstand, cartwheel, a round-off, or a headstand.
Today, I will be performing the backward roll, followed by an arabesque, followed by a headstand.
Make it short.
Do I go?
Yep.
Nick will be spotting Sean today.
Ready?
Decepticon Sean.
Today, I'll be performing a log roll, followed by an arabesque, followed by a headstand.
Perfect balance, I found it.
Straight up now, tell me.
Here we see Sean filling out our self-assessment for the cognitive domain.
I'm going to be doing an egg roll into an arabesque into a headstand.
Oh, you guys are waiting for stuff? Okay. What are you doing?
Progress, don't fall back. We can't have that. I hold your hand, black.
What's up?
Yeah. Yeah. Tick tock, yeah, don't stop. Into the tick tock, yeah, don't.
This is an assessment of learning. This is the teacher assessment of the affective domain. This domain deals with the attitudes, motivations, and willingness to participate. This is a group balance. This group chose to do a pyramid. This group is comprised of Taylor, Nick, Rich, Bill, Sean, and Todd. The students will be able to answer the questions the teacher has provided and demonstrate a group balance while holding the balance for 3 seconds. This is the teacher's assessment for the affective domain. The students will be given these questions before the activity. The objective is for the students to meet 3 out of the 5 affective goals, and the teacher will write an explanation on how each student met each goal. The questions are as follows. Are the students working together? Is everyone voicing their ideas? Are the students instigating arguments? Were they successful? And if they were successful, did they hold the balance for 3 seconds?
We're going to be doing the group pyramid now, and then we got 3 on the bottom, and then Taylor's going to be on the top. So, am I flat enough?
I like where this is going.
Come on, Taylor. We're in college.
Hold for 3, 2, 1.
Let's get together and feel alright. Hear the children crying. One love.
These are the NASB standards that correspond with gymnastics. Standard 1. Student demonstrates competency in motor skills and movement patterns needed to perform a variety of physical activities. Standard 2. Student demonstrates understanding of movement concepts, principles, strategies, and tactics as they apply to the learning and performance of physical activities.
These are the Massachusetts standards that correspond with gymnastics. 2.1. Students apply movement concepts including direction, balance, level, pathway, range, and force absorption to extend versatility and improve physical performance. 2.2. Students use a variety of manipulative, locomotor, and non-locomotor skills as individuals and in teams. 2.10. Students perform a rhythm routine that combines traveling, rolling, balancing, and weight transfer into smooth, flowing sequences with intentional changes in direction, speed, and flow. The purpose of gymnastics in elementary school physical education is to improve students' body awareness, muscular control, balance, strength, and agility. In a sense, the body becomes the object of manipulation.
Message!
So we ask ourselves, why are assessments important? Assessments are important because they are a way to assess students and their successes. They provide us with a way to measure students' understanding, measure students' abilities, and modifications can be added if students are struggling or excelling. They are a criteria of rubric organization. They are valid, measurable, and understandable.
I got lots of love for my crew that